Than me, but the very best of luck to Liz McColgan in the 10,000 metres in Seoul. Sally.
Yeah, she's sounding very self-confident, isn't she? And of course, if she does make it gold, she can expect stacks of adulation, as can a young pop star who has his first single out this week. Well, nothing unusual about that, you might say, but what is different is that the singer concerned is tipped to be a really big star by someone who ought to know. George Martin, who produced the Beatles, says that the young artist Andy Leek has what he calls a marvellous talent. In fact, he was so impressed when he heard some of Andy's demo tapes that he agreed to produce 4 titles and went on to compile a whole album. Caroline Wrighton went to meet them.
The launch of a debut album is a daunting enough prospect at the best of times for a musician, but it does help to have veteran and revered producer George Martin by your side. Andy Leek is special, says George Martin. Special enough for him to break a public vow that he would not be recording any more new artists.
We need some guarantee. We need some guarantee.
Well, it first started when Tony Smith, who manages him, sent me some of his songs. And normally I don't really want to know about new acts because I've done too many of those in my life. But these were so good, I thought, well, let me hear a bit more. And then I met the guy and listened to him singing, and then I realized that he was a very good musician. And I said, well, yes, it's very good, but I haven't got time to produce an album. I've got too many other things on. I said, I'll do 4 titles. So I did the 4 titles, and I enjoyed doing them so much because he was so good. I then did more, and eventually we made the album. And one of the best albums I think I've ever made. I think it's great.
Why is he so good?
Why is he so good? He's a bit like, it's always invidious to make comparisons, but he's got the same kind of talent that Elton had when he was yet starting. He's a very, very good songwriter. He's also got a great voice, and he's got a great command of music. You know, I think that he will actually go on to do scoring and writing for films and so on. He's got that kind of talent.
Well, I was in awe of him when I first met him, obviously, because I've been a Beatles fan and everything since I was very young. But he's such a nice bloke. He's a gentleman, and he's very easy to get on with. And he made life in the studio very nice for me because he surrounded me with all the right people, and I never had to worry about any problems because if I ever had any, he was there to take care of things. He's so experienced. So I wasn't in awe of him at all in the end. No, just like friends, really.
It's making me down when I'm half asleep, full of dreams of falling.
The single from the album Say Something is called Please Please and is the realisation of virtually a lifetime's ambition for Leek.
My mum's still got a story, one of my exercise books from school, that it says on Andy Leek, age 6, you know. And it's just one of those when I grow up stories that I wrote in the infants. And it starts off and it says, when I grow up, I want to be in a pop group like the Beatles or the Rolling Stones. And it just goes on to describe, you know, that's what I want to do, which is amazing, really, that I wrote that when I was 6.
Does it have the feeling of a dream come true?
Oh, certainly. It has a feeling of a dream come true, absolutely. When I was at Air Studios, I tell you, I recorded my album, I was just on cloud 9 the whole time. It was a really magical experience for me. Definitely a dream come true.
And under the burning sun, there's no relief as the world looks on in disbelief. Our leaders stand there lying while people lay down dying. Oh, mama, they're begging, please, please, give us some guarantees. Please, please, give us hope, not fear. Please, please, we don't want to get on our knees.
Mr. Andy Leek, a star of the future, perhaps. We have some weather for you now, and Francis is down with the TUC delegates at Bournemouth. Francis, hello again.
Yes, out the window from the Bournemouth International Centre, we can see the sea.